Tarot. My name is Bella. Today we're going to do your Lovers card spread for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Taurus. Take the messages that resonate with you, toss the universe what does not. So I meant for you, and that's okay. Check out the placements and the readings that go along with that to get some more guidance if you don't find it here. Time, energy, fluence, whenever you're directed to the readings, the right time for you. That all being said, I am going to use singing bowl as I do so, taking that deep breath in, exhaling whenever you feel so inclined to do so. It's just going to help balance your energies and prepare for the messages, okay? Let's get started. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Taurus. Wow, a lot of energy coming in, a lot of messages as I was mentioning. But first, we're going to have to drop a little bit of info. This is, again, going to be the love reading for people in union. Though I feel like for this particular reading, it may be something a little different. But let's take a look and jump in a second. But again, take what resonates, toss the universe what does not. So, the Lovers card spread. I did draw some oracle messages as I was meditating on your energy. And I definitely took some notes. I kept seeing numbers 2, 8, 17, 27, 28, and 46. Take that how it fits for you. And this is the full moon, super moon in your sign today, Taurus. So energies are huge for you at this time. I kept hearing there's a well-deserved victory lap. Like I kept getting like a peacock dance. So for some of you, that may be fitting. I feel like you're finally free from moving beyond heartbreak at this time. And I feel like you've been going through a struggle back and forth for some time. You're rereading your romantic script here, and I think that's quite positive as well. So, let's jump in. Your overall energy for the reading was the Hanged Man coming out. Now, for me, I feel like this is kind of a need to look at a situation from a whole other perspective. Maybe you're refusing, maybe you're revisiting your own expectations for some of you of this relationship. I feel like this is you feel like you're in a precarious limbo. I keep getting that overall energy. But I feel like this is a union in separation, right? There's a pause that's happening here. And why, you ask? I'll explain. There is the union of hearts, a connection that defies explanation, number 28 as well. And I think that was one of the numbers I did say, yeah, it was 28. So Taurus, powerful number for you, also breaking down to 10, endings and new beginnings. But this is a moment for you, Taurus, where you're looking back at the way this union is, whether you're in separation or currently just in a pause. You're looking back at this relationship, doing a little reflecting and getting a kind of revisiting your expectations of that relationship. I also got number 40 for you. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. So living in the here and now is very important. You can't change the past, and you can, only focus so much on the future. You need to be present in the now. That is where it counts, right? Also, number 20, I love you. These are powerful words. You could be expressing those or understanding, or they could be being said to you at this time, but there's a powerful energy around those words for you at this time. I also got romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And I feel like this is almost why this energy is going in separation, or was in separation, other than the separation card next to it. But that and the Hangman, separation and the Hangman, both indicating pause and perspective gathering. Time apart is on the horizon, whether this is just, like I said, a pause, a limbo, or you guys are currently in separation. And you're doing this, reflecting on this relationship, right? You're looking back at a sense of, a heavy heart, love lost energy. Now, we're going to jump in, Taurus, to the Lovers card spread here, which is 6 cards, like the Lovers card is number 6 in tarot. And each card has its position. The first card out is going to represent your current energy towards this relationship, okay? Taurus's current energy towards this relationship. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Taurus. And as that full moon is, super full moon in your sign today, Taurus, make sure you're shutting things, letting go, releasing what no longer serves. Your current energy towards this relationship. All right, giving and receiving in equal measure here. That is your current energy. You are. It did come out reversed. I feel like there is a sense here, Taurus, where things were not reciprocal. You felt like things were not given to, evenly matched in this relationship. You gave more than you got, and that was, I feel like there's a sense you're wishing and hoping for that energy. Can I get Taurus's partner's energy? Sun and rising. He says Taurus. What's their partner's energy? And that is naturally going to be a very important thing for you as an earth sign, right? Okay, daydreams and decisions. There's a 7 of Cups. I feel like your partner, maybe, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Alexa off. But that energy where they just, always new ideas, always trying to just, too many options in front of their face and don't know when to settle in something. They're very kind of, sort of willy-nilly about something. There's a sense of not seeing clearly, not wanting to see clearly. They're just kind of, that's a precarious limbo state. That's what that is. The next card is going to represent the connection card. That is what represents the characteristics between you two that bring you guys together. Characteristics that bring you and this person together, Taurus. Well-deserved reward. Okay, so that's not hard work payoff. The connection that brings you and brought you to this energy was that hard work, dedication towards this relationship, that wanting to see the reward, wanting to see the success, the successful outcome of this situation. And, for some of you, that's like the accolades, the connection that brought you here is that, trying to rise to the top, trying to overcome things. The relationship strengths here is the next card. These are the qualities that maintain this relationship for you. Relationship strengths for Taurus. Opening up. Okay, so communication is important. It's your greatest strength. You've got a lot of wand energy. You got 4, 6, and 9 of wands here. This is a lot of fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be dealing with that. But this is overall that sense of opening up the book here. And I feel like that's the strength here. Being able to share with this person and communicate how you truly and authentically feel in this situation, Taurus, is going to be huge. You're not one to usually not speak your mind, but sometimes in love you can, keep too much to yourself and let your mind kind of, wander. You're really opening up to share, you see, and that you got to sort of feel it to heal it, and you also got to express it and communicate it in your relationships as well, whether they're new or old, right? The next one is going to be your relationship weaknesses. These are going to be any issues that, need to be explored or addressed. Sun and rising, Venus signs, the relationship weaknesses for Taurus. Seeking the truth, okay? So you got double sevens out here as well. The weaknesses here that wanting to split the veil, pull back the curtains on something here, speaking the truth. If you've been lied to in the past, you're not willing to be seeing that anymore. You want true and authentic truth here, and you're kind of pulling back the curtains, not only of your own heart, but of theirs. You're wanting to see the mask beyond. And this person may not be willing to show it, but regardless, you're wanting this opening up. You're seeking truth. You want to see clarity for what it is. And that's why you're in hangman status here. That makes an awful lot of sense because you're definitely in truth-seeking mode for some reason. The overall outcome for this reading, Taurus, is refusing to see. So somebody's stuck in their head. This is a sort of, Two of Swords moment here at Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is refusing to see, either your, role in this dynamic, or refusing to see how or what went wrong, right? Refusing to see the truth for what it is. I feel like I keep hearing as well. Clarity of belief with the Ace of Swords coming up on the bottom of the deck, as well as that 5 of that throat chakra energy, something that needs to be said here, and control strength as well. So something is needing to be said. The clarity of belief here is you're looking for that. You're seeking the truth in whatever you've been told. And you wouldn't, when in doubt, you're going to be speaking from the heart. Everything that you've been keeping down with that throat chakra is no longer going to be there, right? And then you've got control and strength, right? And then that simply love, that Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, that nostalgia energy, something from the past coming back. You're doing a lot of reflecting on past situations and looking at why and where this did not go wrong. Refusing to see your role, as well as, you know, the truth in what they showed you, right? If somebody shows you who they are, believe them, right? The first time. Chances are that is what it is, right? So there's a sense here, you're going to get this well-deserved victory lap. Absolutely. You're finally moving beyond that, the heartbreak and the pain. And you are rewriting your romantic script here, but it is coming through an honest, healthy dose of liberation, reflection, good, bad, and ugly, right? Taking a look at your role, their role, and, you know, kind of taking what you can from it. You know, and whether you guys will come back into union or not, that'll be up to you guys, right? But I feel like this pause has been either for some time or it is going to be for some time. There's a real precarious sense of limbo. Maybe that's after you say what's on your mind, that it, you know, the peace, the heart, you know, gets space, right? Sometimes the heart goes fonder. But in time, you start to see things, or even you'll, you know, go on a date, meet somebody else, and you just look at this person like, what am I doing there? That is that sense of, you know, sort of recalibration, emotional recalibration, right? You don't always know what you lost until you lose it, right? And sometimes that's that energy as well. So, you know, focus on what, you know, you are really revising your expectations of this relationship, revising what you know, is really important at the end of the day to you. And some of the non-negotiables that you thought were so detrimental before, not so much, right? At the end of the day, you're looking for that person that makes you happy and that your heart feels good around and that you can grow with, right? At the end of the day. And that connection, that if it's there, it's there. You can't fake it, duplicate it, or, you know, mask it. It's real and authentic at the end of the day, right? So is it worth fighting for? That's going to be all up to you, right? Pull back and seek the truth, yes. But don't be refusing to see the truth when it comes, because then there was no point. Until next time, Taurus. Namaste.